We have 5 people close to 1 million already, which I expected. Click here. This is something I did not expect. Somebody scoring, you know, on their voltage ranking 13.333 million. And it says unbanned and something in a language that's not English. What I found is it was in Indonesian. This player has 1 play on their account, and it is Mirai Boku with a score of 200 million. Now, it is confirmed because this player himself has said something. But let us first open Chrome to go back to the very beginning and where it all started. It first started in the Miracle Voyage event and the exchange. This player right here, rank 26. Okay. Scoring 1 billion on Wish, which is definitely not possible. I mean, just look at his cards. That is not possible in the slightest. Even if you max crit everything, you know, SP gauge fill like crazy, no, it doesn't happen. Then we got cheater number 2. This man right here, named Purple Vis, who scored 47 million on Anata no Riso no Heroine. After the Miracle Voyage event ended with Mr. 1 Billion Wish Guy in first place, and this man, who continued to cheat his way all the way to number 2 in the voltage rankings, that was when K-Lab either decided or was able to take action on these accounts and ban them. Now, why weren't they able to ban them beforehand? We don't know. But, as we just saw, we have the same thing happening the very next exchange event with the voltage ranking. Now, let's take everybody back further. Okay? Further than when this stuff was posted, which was, I believe, June 15th or 16th. Okay? I believe these are both posted June 15th or 16th. I'm going to pull up Twitter. Okay, sorry if you guys, like, I like seeing stuff in dark mode. I can't turn Twitter on off of light mode. This was on the JP server. Look at the name of the account and look at the name of the player. 12 million voltage in the voltage ranking, with a high score of 216 million on Tokimeki Runners. Again, not fucking possible. This tweet, as you can see right here, was sent out on June 14th during the last exchange event on JP. The next tweet from the very next day, voltage ranking. That player's voltage is gone. And they have a score of 0, meaning that the account was banned on the JP server. Fantastic, right? K-Lab in Japan was able to take action against the account within 24 hours. Boom. Account's banned. Cannot be played anymore. Getting back to this current event, and this player right here with his 200 million Mirai Boku score, beginner nonetheless. This was posted to one of the Love Live Facebook groups. And it says, regarding the previous post about cheating, the cheater has spoken up. The cheater being Purple Vis. And it says, translated, to the Love Live fandom, I won't do this again, but if K-Lab doesn't give back my account, I will cheat on the next Voltage event from top 1 to top 10 using my clone account. Facebook in 2020, yeah, you know, it's a thing. This is how I get some of my information, you know. I'm a bit of a journalist in this way. I get information from many different sources, okay? I'm also speaking with my hands for some reason, I don't know. But, so, this man, Purple Vis, who has cheated on the JP server and was banned within 24 hours, cheated again on the global server and was banned after the event finished, comes back into the game with a brand new account and says, after cheating, he has cheated for the third time, and he says, I won't do this again, but if I don't get my account from K-Lab back, I will do it again. Are you a fucking moron? Do you have fucking rocks for brains? You have already told and showed yourself to the entire player base of this game that you don't give a shit about the player base or the game. All you care about is your fucking ego. That you're willing to stoop down so low as to cheat in a game as timid as this, just so you can show off your imaginary big internet penis. Okay? My thoughts on this guy is he's a fucking degenerate loser that has nothing better to do with his life. Okay? But I also have a little bit of a wilder theory. Okay? And that theory is that this person, who apparently, based on his Facebook page, has used paid gems in the past before, so has put in money into the game. My belief is that this person went in over their head. That this person started playing a gacha game not knowing how much it would cost. And so, like a, irresponsible, immature gacha player, this person has spent basically almost all of their money in this game. And when they didn't get the roles that they wanted, what do they resort to? Because now they have nothing left. They're all out of money. They're pissed off at the game because, they didn't roll whatever cards they were looking for, right? So, now what is the next course of action? Well, if I can't have fun, neither will anyone else. Which is one of the most selfish fucking things you can do as a person. This is a fucking gacha game. Everything is going to be an element of luck. Especially when it comes to rolling. So if you don't get lucky, fuck you. Okay? You are on the bad end of some luck. We all have to deal with it as gacha players. But to take your frustrations out on the rest of the player base by ruining the fucking game experience is subhuman. Now, I'm not advocating for anything to happen to this guy other than his account gets banned. And if he tries to pull the same shit again, those accounts get banned. Will K-Lab be able to do it quickly? Will they be able to do it in a timely fashion? I'm not sure. Part of the reason being, there is most likely a much, much larger staff working on the K-Lab, the JP side of the game versus the global side of the game. I personally would not be surprised at all if the K-Lab, worldwide office for All-Stars is like 10 people. Which is why it takes so long for them to get back to all of us. Because it's only like 10 people in the office. And maybe a handful of people do this, and a handful of people do this, and a handful of people do this. But if in the JP version of the game, this exact same player can be banned within 24 hours, what is holding back K-Lab from doing it on the global servers? The coding should already be in there. Granted, it's dumb that they don't have an anti-cheat that they can actually spot this stuff out ahead of time. But for them not to take swift action against this user, like I said in my email to K-Lab, if they give us some bullshit response about, unfortunately, due to the coding of the game, we are not able to, ban the account and take it immediately out of the rankings. Yes, you are able to. Your Japanese counterparts have been able to. Because this same player has done this now multiple times. On yesterday's Kichi Corner, K-Lab saying they're going to have a regular SIFAS worldwide segment. I mean, good. They need to try and bring the numbers back up on the player base, because if we go back into the game, you're looking at 20,000 players, or 20-something thousand players as of right now. And on JP, that number is somewhere in the 50 to 60,000 range, which makes sense. But also, a lot of it is because of developer inaction. So I would like for them to do something. Now, what, am I saying, you should compensate everybody? I think they should. I think everybody that has sent in multiple emails to K-Lab on the cheaters from the last event and this event, even though it's the same guy for one, for two of them, that those people should, what would be easiest in my eyes for those guys, give them 2 UR tickets. Or if you don't want to give them UR tickets, give them 2 10 pull tickets. 2 SR guaranteed 10 pulls. I think, at least that, maybe that plus something, 100 gems, 200 gems, whatever. That type of compensation for the player base will go a long way, and it'll show us, the players, yes, we, the developers, are listening to you, the players, and we apologize that this has gotten out of hand. here is something for you as a player, you know, as a devoted player of this game. Like I said, I hope they do that, but it's K-Lab, so you never fucking know. God, like like the situation itself just pisses me off so much, because you have, and there is no doubt in my mind that K-Lab just bans this guy's account. He's gonna try and cheat again on every event going forward with the exact same, you know, whatever hack it is. I forget. Somebody in the r/Love Live Discord was talking about which program it was that this guy was using to hack. But, you know, if you can't code in protections against that, then at least at every time you have a voltage event or something like this, be ready. You know, have somebody that monitors this kind of stuff and can ban the appropriate players quickly before it gets out of hand and it spirals out of control. But that's only if you're not going to put the safeguards in the first place. If you're not going to put in an anti-cheat on the front end, then you're going to have to spend some resources on the back end on your side and have somebody manually looking over these events. And you can't just let them run on their own. You have to have somebody there looking at the event as soon as, you know, something like this happens and K-Lab gets 50, 100 emails about, you know, one cheater. They should be able to take immediate action on the account and ban it. No questions asked. And for stuff like this, it's an obvious cheat. It's a flat 200 million score. It's an obvious cheat. And so, you know, you should compensate the players that are reporting him. Now, granted, will this in turn end up giving people bad intentions, like, oh, if I'm the 5th place player, can I just report places 1, 2, 3, and 4 for hacking? People will probably do that. You know, probably some scumbags will probably try and do that just so they can get a 1st place title. But guess what? At that point, you know, if somebody's gonna throw around those kind of false accusations, you know, and there is nothing to corroborate that any of those, you know, players ahead of this one player are cheating, you know, those accounts should not get banned, but they should get a warning and say, hey, you know, none of these accounts are cheating. All their scores are legit. If you do this again, we're going to temp ban your account for 30 days. And then if they do it a 3rd time, then they'll you know, permaban the account. But, you know, give the player base incentive for taking action against the bad apples. God, this fucking guy pisses me off so much. Like, seriously, it's just a game. It's just a game. Okay, I need to kind of cleanse my palate after.